All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of a millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And the title of this lesson is going to be after Romans, the 12th chapter, and the 2nd verse. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. All right, transformed into a new creature. Okay, you shedding off the old man, like like a snake sheds its skin, and coming into your true form. Okay, being the children of the light. Okay, putting off the ways of darkness and come to this truth and this knowledge. All right, wisdom and understanding. All right, putting on the yoke of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Okay, and taking heed to his words so that you can be quickened. All right, meaning made alive. Okay, because scriptures say the flesh profiteth nothing, and when we was in the world, all we did was live after the flesh. Okay, and it wasn't profitable unto us. All right, now Bruce Lee talks about emptying your cup. All right, meaning empty your mind of all the bull crap you learned in the world. The ideologies, the philosophies, superstitions. Okay, the corny lingos. The YOLOs and whatever you may have it. Okay, you have to put that off. All right, all of that, because it's not profitable unto you, and all of it meaning all of it. All right, because scriptures say a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Okay, so a little bit of that madness, all right, that you hold on to, all right, it can destroy the whole roll. Okay, and before you know it, the whole lump is useless. Okay, and that could be synonymous with you. All right, turning into an unprofitable vessel. All right, and then the Most High is going to have to cast you in the lake of fire. Okay, so I'm gonna start here in Romans 12 and start the first verse. Okay, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So first and foremost, that goes into the apostles and elders out here on the highways and byways, coming out week in, week out, day in and day out, all right, to call back many to righteousness. Okay, putting their lives on the line so that they can save our people. Okay, this is the jobs of the prophets. All right, calling back the righteous. Okay, and condemning the wicked, of course, but concerning the righteous, calling the righteous. All right, calling the righteous back onto Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Okay, and saying this is a reasonable service. It says in Baruch the 4th chapter, all right, for it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right, we went off. Okay, we rebelled against Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai to the point where he turned his face from us. All right, to where we had fallen away and we completely fell away from our heritage. We forgot about the names of our power. Okay, we forgot about everything, and we were told that we were Negroes, Spics, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, Bibles and Proverbs. All right, pretty much these curses coming upon us. All right, but because of the Most High's mercy, all right, because the Most High said in Isaiah 14, he's going to have mercy on Jacob. All right, he's called us back onto him. And how does he do that? By his word. All right, and how can we learn these things except we have a preacher or a teacher? All right, again, that's why Most High said, I will send you pastors according to my heart, which shall teach you what? Wisdom. Okay, or if you're paraphrasing, okay, but again, that goes into the apostles and elders on down to the men, all right, out here teaching in truth and sincerity. Okay, according to the true doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. All right, but again, the point is us coming back onto the Most High, and there's a certain way he wants us to come back onto him. Okay, that's why he's giving us laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, getting ourselves ready to be made acceptable unto him. Okay, because that's what is going on here. Okay, we're being brought back onto our Maker. All right, he's cleaning us up by his word. Okay, again, going into us, being transformed, putting off the filth and coming into that incorruptible. All right, for because scripture say, for this corruptible must put on incorruption. All right, and you can't do that by dabbing and dipping in the world. Okay, scripture say, use the world, not abuse the world. Of course, we're in the world, but we're not of the world. Okay, so this is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, meaning because you see everybody else doing wickedness, because it's okay over here in this world to do wickedness, it doesn't mean you're supposed to fall into that. Okay, scripture say, fall on a multitude to do wicked. All right, and that's not an excuse because everybody else is doing it, so that means you can do it too. Of course not. All right, it's continuing. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay, again, emptying your cup so that you can receive, all right, this truth. Okay, you have to humble yourselves. All right, going into to newborn babes. Okay, a baby is humbled. A baby don't know nothing, so he don't talk. He's very observant. All right, and always constantly absorbing everything as a sponge. Okay, because they are trying to fit in with their environment. All right, for their best chance of survival. All right, and we understand, sin is, sin is what causes death. All right, so understanding that us sinning is a reason why we die. All right, your best chance of survival is following after the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. All right, because the Most High said He killeth and maketh alive. He heals and He wounds. All right, so you understanding that, and realizing that you want to survive, you want to live. Okay, you take heed and you give in to the powers thereof, being Yahweh Shemel Shai, so that He doesn't have to sacrifice you. All right, meaning sacrifice by death. Okay, the Most High is sacrificing. Well, we just read here in the first verse, present your body as a living sacrifice. All right, that's us, being chastised, going through trials and tribulations, catching hell. Okay, because that's showing sincerity. That this is proving grounds. All right, because the Most High is getting ready to bestow great power onto His men. Okay, and onto His believers, because faith is a spiritual power, right? To see and believe in things that are not seen. All right, that's power. All right, and with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, so not everybody is going to receive this knowledge or understanding, because they're not presentable, they're not acceptable unto the Most High. So He's not gonna give His pleasures unto them, meaning his goods. Okay, his services. All right, because they don't appreciate it. All right, because it says in Second Esdras, because what thou hast received benefits and have not known me. Okay, but the elect, they know Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, because that's why they believe on Him. All right, they believe that He is. All right, because this is a trait of the righteous. All right, without faith it's impossible to please the Most High. Okay, and that goes again to going into the renewing of your mind. All right, restart your brain. All right, literally a factory reset, a reboot. All right, and again that goes into you being a newborn babe. Okay, you knowing nothing. Okay, and starting from scratch. Okay, renewing pretty much meaning refreshing, a refresh. Okay, continuing, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Okay, so taking heed. All right, taking heed to Yahweh Shemel Shai is your best chance of survival. Okay, and he has men out here. He has men out here to guide you. All right, to teach you. All right, that's why the prophets are out here. All right, speaking of the apostles and elders on down. All right, these are our spiritual fathers. Okay, guiding us and leading us back to the Heavenly Father. Okay, Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, scripture say, I will send you pastors according to my heart that shall teach you understanding, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, How are we going to come back to the Most High if we're not taught? Okay. The Spirit has quickened, our apostles and elders, to stand out in great boldness to call back onto the righteous. Okay. And you hearing this word, okay, and it moving something inside of you, all right, it might trouble you, okay, it might excite you, all right, it might something, all right, something's moving inside of you, all right, and that's that spiritual battle, okay, that's the flesh versus the spirit, okay, but going into, you have to reset yourself, all right, you can't fight against the powers thereof, okay, because you will happily find yourself fighting against the Most High, okay. He wants to call you back, all right, but you have to reset yourself, okay. Again, humbling yourself and taking heed, and stop being worldly, okay. Love not the world, neither things that are in the world, because if any man love the world, love the Father is not in him, okay. We know, the ways of this world promote nothing but death, okay. And if you want to seek and you want to live, okay, it says, you that are troubled, rest with us, okay, because we're after the same things that you're after, okay, which is life, right? We want to live, okay, and the ways that we have been taught in this world, all right, are not going to get us nothing but killed, okay. You can see plenty of examples of that going on today still, all right. But moving on to Ephesians chapter 4, start at verse 21. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushai. Okay, again, his words. Okay, that's why Yahushai said, "My sheep hear my voice." All right, and that's his word right here. These scriptures. All right. So when these men are out here in the highways and byways, they're not speaking their own words. They're not coming together and writing down what they're going to say. It's the spirit. All right, the spirit which the world cannot receive. Okay. These are the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. These are not our words. Okay. So he's teaching us knowledge, wisdom, understanding through his men. Okay, because that's how it's set up. All right. Here's verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. All right, because again, we just lived in our flesh. We wanted to feel good. We wanted to please ourselves. Okay, and neglecting, all right, the spirit, okay, within us. Okay, these abominations, they defile you. They defile your temple. They dishonor your body. All right. Committing adultery, eating unlawful foods, okay, you name it. All right, it corrupts you, okay, and it corrupts you from the inside out, okay, because your conversations are the things you talk about, are the things you're involved in, are the things you think about, all right, and a lot of times, as far as the things that we think, we can't really control because we're in the flesh, okay, we have stupid thoughts in our head. All right, but again, that goes into that battle. You have to constantly fight, putting it off. All right, it's an action. All right, and it's a continual thing. All right, it's not just one day and then you're good. Okay, it's every single day you're fighting against your own self. Okay, because being in the world still, okay, we're all around all manner of diverse temptations. Okay, and in a snap of a finger, you can go right back into that old man. Okay, that's where you have to completely, to the best of your ability, always separate yourself. Okay, and the way you separate yourself and make yourself holy is by taking heed to the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, but continuing, this is Ephesians chapter 4 verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Okay, your mind. Okay, why does it keep talking about your mind? Okay, because where your mind is, that's where the body follows. Okay, where your heart is, where your treasure is. Okay, if your heart is on worldly things, then you're going to be a worldly man. All right, if your heart is on spiritual things, then you're going to be a spiritual man. Okay, and it's not just saying spiritual. Okay, the left hand side is spiritual also. Okay, spiritual wickedness. Okay, that's where discernment comes in. Okay, Not everything that is spiritual is righteous. All right. Majority of people in this world are spiritually wicked. Okay. All right. It's the spirit of truth. Okay. So where is this truth? Okay. All this wickedness going on. All right. There's no. Who has the truth? Where is the truth? Okay. It's right here in front of your face. All right. In a book that not every man can understand. Okay. No, people are dismayed and cannot understand the scriptures is because first and foremost, the Most High is blinding them so they cannot receive this truth. But because their deeds are wicked, they don't want to come into the light. Okay, they love darkness. All right, they don't want to be reproved. Okay, and they don't want to restart themselves because of their pride. They think they're good, and they don't understand that they're walking dead men. All right. They count slackness with the Lord. They think it's a light thing sinning against Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, and that's to their demise. All right, but you understanding understanding that the Most High is the one that runs the show. All right, there's a certain manner, all right, of a man you ought to be. Okay, and not being lukewarm. Okay. Not being double-minded, not things of that nature. Okay, you have to be fully committed. All right, fully convinced in your mind. Okay, because if you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, all right, the Most High said he's gonna spew you out. Okay, this is not a game. It's not a thing to be taken lightly. Okay, this is serious business. All right, as the scriptures say, count the cost. Okay, that you haven't be sufficient to finish. Okay, because this is a constant battle. All right, and this is not a battle fit for every man. Okay, so if you're not willing to fight, then you're not gonna make it. Okay, the Most High is a man of war. All right, the Most High wants His men to fight. All right, we have to earn it back. Okay, because again, I quoted the 4th chapter. It was our mind to go astray. All right, we have to earn the kingdom now. Okay, we had everything in the beginning, but we fell. Okay, to the point that we are now. All right, the lowest state we have been ever as a nation. All right, being the Hebrew Israelites, which are your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, so we have to earn our spots back. All right, but if you're not fighting, if you're not swinging, that's when you lose. Okay, when you give up, that's when you lose. Okay, righteous man falleth 7 times. Okay, but he gets up. All right, 7 meaning a complete number of times, because we all slip constantly. All right, but let not your sins weigh you down. Don't let your trials separate you from the Most High. It's supposed to strengthen you. Okay, they're going into the renewing. Okay, constantly, renewing yourself. All right, though your outward man perish, your inward is renewed daily. Okay, and that goes into you reading, watching videos, something involving the spirit of truth. Okay, so that you don't fall back away. Okay, because again, being in the world it's a challenge. All right, but the men of the Lord are up for that challenge. Okay, because there's a great reward for this. This is not just a trivial thing. This is not just an activity, a sideshow. All right, a hobby. Okay, this is a lifestyle choice. Okay, all right, and this is life and death. Okay, this is the most. Being a prophet is the hardest job on the planet. Point. Period. Okay, and even being a believer, that's not an easy thing. Okay. Because scriptures say not all men have faith. Okay, so neglect not the gifts that you have been given. Okay, build upon it. Show the Most High your sincerity. Show the Most High you truly want to be saved. Okay, because Most High is not going to be out here saving everybody. Ain't no Captain Save-A-Ho. Okay, the Most High is making it clear cut that He's only coming to save His elect. Okay, that's why you have to serve the Most High with fear and trembling. And that's another thing too, fear. Okay, if you fear the Most High, it's whatever. Okay, because the Most High, will jack you up. Okay, and you knowing the will, you're going to receive many more stripes. All right. So you knowing this truth, you're going to get even worse punishment if you were to fall away. All right. So pretty much it gets to a point where you're in too deep. Right. It ain't no going back. Right. Because it's imminent death. Right? And it's not going to be no, I went to sleep and woke up in the spirit world. Right. Bumps and bruises and all type of manner of pain and hell's going to be put upon you. All right. And then ultimately you're just going to be left, for the nuclear missiles. All right. So knowing the fear of the Lord, therefore we persuade men. Okay. Either you serve the Most High or you get put to death. All right. And going into you renewing your mind. Okay. You put off all those preconceived notions you had about the Most High. Think he's all love, thinking he's this, he's not all, whatever. Okay. He didn't exist. All right. Read the scriptures and learn of him. Okay, because the Most High is terrible. All right, the Most High is a terrible power. As His majesty is, so is His mercy. All right, but the Most High will jack you up. All right, and if you're not trying, all right, if you're not even putting forth an effort and you're not fruitful, the Most High is going to hew you down. All right, again, this is not a game thing. Okay, the Most High has you here, all right, because first and foremost, we're here to suffer. All right, we're here to suffer. We're not here to prosper in this world. We're here because we are in trouble. This is our jail sentence. Okay, we're here to do our time. All right, like Marshawn Lynch said, you know why I'm here. All right, because again, Baruch 4:28, for us our mind to go astray. All right, and us being so returned, all right, we have to seek Him 10 times more. Okay, all right, because the Most High's mercy, is Most High's mercy is shown. Okay, He always shows us mercy, but don't take that mercy for weakness. The Most High will jack you up. Okay, and if you're in the world, dibbing and down again, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. All right, you being unstable, being double-minded. All right, the Most High knows exactly where your heart's at. Okay, and this again, going into keeping your vessel clean, man. Going into again the point of this lesson. All right, be transformed. You're a new creature. Okay, that's why people they don't recognize you. I don't know. It's strange. You don't run with them no more. You don't want to hang out with them no more. You don't do the stuff you used to do. Okay, and then before you know, they start making fun of you. Okay. All right, and then they don't want to hang with you no more. Okay, that's the spirit you have to be in. Okay, because to say if you are the world will love His own. All right, we're not here to be friends with people of this world. All right, we're here because we're here to serve the Lord. Okay, we're here to do His will. All right, and part of His will is you transforming yourself, fixing yourself, putting forth effort so that the Most High can accept you. All right, clean yourself up, get your act together. That's what our time of liberty is for. All right, repentance. All right, feeling sorry. All right, sighing and crying. Okay. King David said, "I'll be satisfied when I awake to your likeness." All right, we want to be perfect. All right, be ye perfect as your Father is in heaven. Okay, how do you do that? All right, you have to transform yourself. All right, in that godly mindset. All right, the working and renewing of your mind. Okay. All right, so continuing Ephesians chapter 4 verse 24, and that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. Okay, and that's officially going to happen when we get our new bodies. All right, when we officially shut off this old man and come into our new man. All right, being that spiritual body. Okay, but it's a working first inwardly before that happens. Okay, so that your spirit is worthy enough to enter into that righteous vessel. All right, being our holy bodies. All right, our glorified bodies. All right, just like Yahushua has received His glory, all right, we're going to receive our glory also. Okay, but it's a process. Okay, so neglect not the process. Okay, take heed and renew yourself. Okay. All right, but I'm gonna move on to where I'm gonna close out here. Is First Peter chapter 2 and start at verse 1. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. Okay, that you can be profitable. Okay, so you can grow up the right way. Okay, again, humbling ourselves as we know nothing, because we didn't know anything. Though any worldly wisdom we had, it was unprofitable unto us because we were dead men. Okay, so that's why the apostles always say, Apostle Gabar, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Okay, and 2 is better than 1. All right, so in most cases in this truth, you have to just be quiet, and listen and absorb, so that you can be renewed internally. Okay, because we don't know our own ways. All right, our ways got us, who we were in the world. Okay, nowhere pretty much. All right, but here it is, because the Most High's mercy, He is giving you an opportunity to change. Okay, to get right. All right, because again, a lot of people, they're not able to take this opportunity seriously. Why? Because the Most High hasn't given them an opportunity to. So take not this for granted. Okay, and there's a certain way you have to grow in this truth. Okay, baby steps. Okay, a baby's not doing backflips and dunking and doing windmills. All right, they're observing, they're quiet, they got their eyes open. Okay, and their mouth shut and their ears wide. All right, this is what the Most High desires. Okay, us coming back onto Him. Okay, and you can't come back onto the Most High if you're still in the world. Okay, and that's period. All right, but those ones is edifying, and as always, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yel Shai, Bashem Makakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of a millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Shalom.